Wait a second, guy.
What about God's law?
Are you afraid of accountability still? Jonathan, what's your name?
Take a deep breath.
Jonathan, what's your name?
If you want to have a
Are you afraid of accountability?
You want to have a genuine conversation?
With who?
I'd love to talk with you. I'll
You
talk
can't.
with you for hours.
Without giving your name? You're not
I'll talk with you for hours.
Because you don't have to be accountable to your problematic ideologies. Go away, loser.
You can't.
This is the right that
You don't want to have.
You can't.
Somebody donate
You won't put your name along it.
Somebody donate candy. You can't force anybody to do anything like that. Why? The fuck? Yeah, it's just like fucking ownership and control over women, isn't it?
That's literally what it's all about.
I'd like to talk to you. I don't need to.
No one wants to hear what you have to say, Jonathan. No name.
We're coming here to protesting situation, a protesting event. It's not going to be a situation where we're sitting down and having coffee together. It's not the kind of situation for a casual conversation. It's the type of situation that's passionate.
Jonathan, if you won't give people your name, you're unwanted here. We don't care about you and your lack of accountability, Jonathan. Bye-bye.
God certainly
You
isn't.
make the rules for everybody else now?
I'm sorry, does anyone else want to hear what Jonathan No Name has to
See
say?
how quick that you were tired? You tired?
Jonathan No Name, we don't want to hear from you.
You just took over. You told them what they can and can't do.
No, they can do whatever they want. I'm making sure that you know
You
that
said
they're not.
nobody was wanted here.
You're not wanted here. Jonathan No Name.
Says who?
Afraid of accountability?
Says who?
Have you asked if anyone wants you?
Says
What's
who?
your dirty unwanted opinion there?
Good marshmallows for the skincare, and the cute more clothes and the good homeware for the stiff white toes. No ass, no tits, no lips, no nose. Drop dead.
We can be human. We can disagree and be humans at the same time.
Drop dead. Gorgeous.
Don't make rules like that. Don't make comments like that.
Jonathan, no one wants you.
Summer rain and I wanna get my smoking out cold. Automized drive through with the windows low. Candy apple red VHS run the video. In a dough race out of fries and a Diet Coke movie marathon, and I'm stocking up on candy. A24 and I'm screaming Bloody Mary. Had a little black for the summer mad patty. Chills in the air, yeah, I feel a little scared. Scream queen and the summer hot rocks. In the summer I switch to the rules pop out. In the summer I'm the big bad wolf for the red motherfucker. I just saw another.
Stuck in my head.
All right, have fun.
Thank you. You filled everything time before.
I tend to just go for things that are really gay and horny personally, but
It's cool that you guys figured out a way to make the food and keep it warm like that, so you don't have to like stress the way you were before. Yeah, that was. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I do wish more people of my type would show up. They would. They totally would if the other event wasn't there.
At least you guys aren't worried about your faces being all over the internet. Those guys were. I'm sorry, what is it, Jonathan No Name?
Yeah.
Jonathan No Name.
What's your name?
David Webb.
David Webb, Jonathan Flores.
Flores, nice to meet you.
All right.
Cool. Now, why are you against women's rights? Jonathan Flores?
well, I'm against murdering the innocent.
Okay, so do you understand the concept of murder?
Yeah,
What is your understanding of it?
yeah, it's taking the life of an innocent person.
So then you consider a life a fetus?
Well, what is it? Scientifically, if we're just talking like
No. Scientifically, it's not a life.
if
There's
we're
no
just,
science to support the position that it's a life. So if you want to talk about science, you've already lost.
Every textbook,
Bullshit.
every textbook.
Bullshit.
Look at every textbook.
Nope.
And see
You're
what
wrong.
it says.
Jonathan, you don't even know what the word fetus means. What does fetus mean?
You tell me, old man.
What does fetus mean?
Jonathan Flores, what is your friend's name here?
See,
I'm sorry, I don't talk to accountability avoidant losers.
I don't mind playing by your rules. But you can honestly look at any textbook and it's going to tell you that.
Ma'am, what is your name? Excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse me. Yes.
Could I give you some resources that you could help others with?
God is all things God.
Okay, but I can't
Thank
come in
you.
there.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, she's not allowed to come in there because of, her problematic views.
Who's it by? Who's it by again?
Rhett Madison.
Rhett Madison?
You say you're a journalist?
Instigative.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
You can Google me or Instigative Journalism and you'll find me. And soon, you'll find your picture.
That's completely fine, man.
You're my new
That's
hobby,
completely fine.
Jonathan
Yes.
Flores,
Every
and your
Saturday-
accountability avoiding friend. Don't worry, I will be here to get breakfast every Saturday.
9 to 11. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Sounds good.
You have more conversations, or you just want to get your points out?
Oh, I mean, I already have, I don't have any interest in you. Just because I know your name doesn't mean I have any respect for your ignorant perspective.
Oh.
You're still with these losers.
I had a question. Why don't you?
I'm sorry, what is your name?
Fetus.
What is your name?
Fred.
Okay, Fred. Fred Fetus. Can I take a picture with your full shirt?
What does fetus mean?
What is your understanding of that, old man? And more importantly, why do you think your opinion of women's bodies? Why do you two think that you should be able to dictate what a woman does with her body? Wait, I'm sorry. Just be human. Why can't the women that want to choose what to do with their body?
I can't answer one.
I don't owe you anything.
Question.
With any due respect, you're an anonymous old coward. I don't owe you anything.
No, you don't owe me anything. I don't owe you anything.
Yes, you do. You're out here protecting women's rights that you don't know.
That you don't. So why are you against women's rights?
Oh, no. Why'd you sidestep my question?
Because you're not entitled to an answer.
To an insert.
You're not entitled to an answer. You're just entitled people who are trying to oppress other people. Well, I mean, you don't want a conversation. You just want to oppress others. You're trying to convince me that your view is right. I don't give a shit where you're coming from. I know you're wrong.
I'm not. Well, I am trying to convince you, but you don't want to.
Anonymous old man. I don't have any clue what your name is, and I don't give a shit what your opinion is. Jonathan Flores. I was willing to discuss with you.
Go ahead. So you're saying that all the science books are wrong.
I'm saying that none of the science books support your position.
Okay. Yeah. Next Saturday, you'll look it up.
I'm not looking up anything. You want to bring a science textbook that supports your position? I can tell you how outdated it is.
I know the truth.
Oh, okay, right, because God told you. So, do you think God decides what women's rights are?
Slow down, David. Take a deep breath, brother.
Why do you think your opinion? Why do you think your opinion should matter about?
If it makes you feel better.
It doesn't. Why do you think your opinion? With any due respect, you're the oppressor. You don't have to stand aggressively to be oppressive. You are advocating against people's rights.
You're like double the size of me. I'm an oppressor? What are you talking about?
You are advocating against people, not my oppressor. I don't. You're not advocating against my rights here. You're advocating against people's rights. You're an oppressor. You don't have to be bigger than me or shouting at me to be the oppressor.
That's only because you don't think the baby's a person.
So, in other words, your position here is that your hypothetical life is worth more than humans that already are here.
In my worldview?
Wait, I'm sorry. A separate question, and this is a whole separate other thing that I'm way more interested in his answer. But have you ever done anything to help a born child? Like, have you ever advocated for adoption? I assume you haven't adopted a child. I can ask that old white man the same question. We know his answer is no. I'm sorry that you can't keep up, but I don't owe you the respect of slowing down.
Because you're not answering questions.
I don't owe you the answering questions.
So what are you doing?
What do you mean?
I love you.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? What are you doing?
You're the one flying drones.
Yeah, I'm documenting problematic ideologies and who stands behind them.
You're telling us you have an internet account where we can go find
David fucking Webb.
We can go find our face.
Mm-hmm.
And so what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I'm documenting you.
You just want to have someone to listen to you?
Oh.
I'll listen to you. Go ahead. What do you got, bud?
Okay.
What do you got?
You and your friends are oppressors. You are advocating against women's rights. The reason that most of you are men, and specifically old white men, and then their wives, is because
5 girls down there.
No, I did. I took pictures. They're also going to be online.
Okay.
When I see women as part of this, I assume that they haven't actually made their own choices for a long time. Like, do you know how recently women have had the ability to vote? Now, look at the age of the women that are actually supportive of this organization. So I'm just, you don't have to answer me. This is my turn to talk, and you're just listening. You guys you're very well, you're forgiven. You guys are oppressors. You guys are standing on behalf of bigotry against women for the purposes of oppression. Like, also, you want to talk about science? Look at that bullshit right there. Abortion pill regrets? It's not too late. Like, that's adorable.
That's not a true thing?
She's that. Ask her if she knows anything about it. She doesn't, and she won't. And the short version is, no. You guys use abortion. You guys use bigoted. Yes, abortion is a hate crime. I'm sorry. Have you actually advocated against actual hate crimes?
What is?
Have you advocated against actual hate crimes?
Why do I believe that?
Have you advocated against actual hate crimes?
What is?
Have you ever?
My worldview.
Well, I'm assuming that it is not that of a white man. Of course, I do.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm assuming that your worldview is that of not a white man.
A lot about these young ladies.
Well, I'm assuming you're a religious person because otherwise you wouldn't be oppressing women. But more importantly, have you ever advocated against actual hate crimes?
Do I think?
Let me rephrase.
Is evil?
Have you ever advocated against another thing you believe is a hate crime?
Do I think oppression is evil?
Do you know of other hate crimes?
Think about that.
Do you know of other hate crimes?
Ask me if I think of.
I don't care what you think. We've already been over that. Have you advocated against other hate crimes?
You're holding me up to your standard.
No. I mean, of course I am.
I agree that oppression is evil. I'm just saying.
You're just saying you're not the oppressor.
I'm just saying don't oppress the little babies in the womb.
You're saying that you're not
saying they're not life. And I'm saying, okay, well.
No. You're oppressing women. You're oppressing women.
You can not agree with science.
It's not about science. You are oppressing women. Like, I'm not going to go back from that. You are an oppressor. But the question you can't answer, and I assume I know why you can't answer it, is that you have never actually advocated against a hate crime.
So I need to advocate against all hate crimes.
You've never advocated against a hate crime if this is the only one.
So if I can prove that I advocate against one hate crime, I can advocate against this hate crime?
No. But I'm saying that you're not here about hate crimes. You're here to oppress women.
Is it in my worldview?
It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit what your intent is. Your impact is oppressing women, and you're not standing on a hate crime. And and more importantly, you are reducing the validity of when people call it a hate crime.
Hear me. Why are you afraid?
I'm not afraid. I don't care what you think.
Hearing me say something.
It's not. I'm not afraid. You know what? I'm afraid of wasting my energy listening to you.
You keep over talking me. Well, you keep engaging me.
Sure.
So those are like out of line. Like,
in other words, you can't understand my perspective here.
I'm trying to understand. I've been listening to you. You don't listen to me.
Why would I listen to you? What value does your perspective have for me?
You're making assumptions.
Am I going to suddenly become religious and start being willing to oppress women?
You're making assumptions.
I am drawing conclusions from your behavior and from what you're advocating for.
Behavior, holding a sign.
Holding a sign, calling.
Okay.
Yeah. Abortion is a hate crime.
In my worldview, why is that right?
Why is your worldview right?
We can talk about that.
Then let's talk about it. Why is your worldview right?
Without God, you don't have truth.
So we're going to take a step back from the God portion of this because...
No, that's the only way you can...
That's the problem.
Get to truth.
So in other words, you think that God justifies oppressing women? Your understanding of religion justifies oppressing women. So let's take a step back and acknowledge that if this was oppression, if you advocating against women's rights to choose was oppression, and then you were doing this because of God, then you're saying that God justifies your oppression, if I'm correct that this is oppression. So we can disagree about whether or not it is oppression, but you think you're here because of God.
If I lived in your world, yes.
You're here because of God.
Everything I'd be doing was wrong in your world.
You're here because of God.
I can see that.
Not everything. I support holding signs and standing up for what you believe in. I just don't support oppressing women.
Yeah.
So you are here because of God.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. Cool. So where I'm going with this, and the reason this is important, is because, I don't believe in God, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but what it partially comes down to is accountability avoidance through religion. So first and foremost, taking God and faith out of the picture, religion is responsible for more deaths than literally anything else in the world. Taking God out of the picture.
Next Saturday I'll come back and we'll discuss that point.
Maybe.
I don't agree with you on that one, but that's fine.
What do you think has caused more deaths?
You're fine.
What do you think has caused more deaths?
You're right.
No. Next Saturday when we actually I might not be here next Saturday.
Nothing to point to, so you're right.
I might not be here next Saturday. I would like you to take the week. I would like you to take the week and think. Also, you can reach out to me online. Like, I'll engage through message the same way.
No, I'd rather do it in purpose.
Fine.
We can do it over coffee.
Probably not. Maybe. But
We're being like that, man.
Where I'm trying
You're human. We can talk and not disagree. We can talk and not agree.
Sure, but I'm not going to respect someone who's...
You got family members.
So why... But what I'm trying to say is I will not... You will never be an ally of mine because we are fighting for very different things.
We just don't have to be... We don't have to be mean to each other. You know
so you're dehumanizing women. You're saying that their unborn whatever is more valuable to you than they are. So So it is... So for what it's worth, I usually do this with cops. so I'm totally coming on hot. That's why.
Yeah, no.
And also, it's usually entitled
and I watched some videos.
entitled old bigots like that. I'm not a First Amendment auditor. That is what people call me and what my platform looks like. That's not. Anyways, so that's why I come on so strong. Is I'm used to dealing with what
started here, David.
I know, and
This is good. David.
there's a reason I don't. You guys are not. The reason, just because you're willing to give me that respect, you're not giving that respect to the people going in here. You're not giving them the autonomy. So I don't meet you at the level that you want to be. That you guys feel you're entitled to be met at.
But in my worldview, I see that as like you're about to go do something dangerous. And me and you, if we saw a little kid walking across, you and I.
There's
would
not the
raise.
same. A little kid might not know better. You're not educating people. You're also wrong. Like you're using misinformation and in trying to impose your perspective on them. Their perspective is they're here for medical care. They need. I'm coming here Monday for STI testing. Like most of the people who come here aren't coming here for an abortion, and you're making it uncomfortable for women to seek medical services.
What if they could go different places?
No, you don't want to get me started on deceptive crisis pregnancy centers. I'm not. So that's what it kind of comes down to, is you want to divert them to a place that will not offer them the medical attention they are seeking. That is depriving them of their right to medical treatment.
No, I just say let's go to a different place that offers the same thing.
It doesn't offer the same thing.
It's not murdering babies.
It's not offering the same thing. And it's also not murdering, and they're not babies.
We can go.
No. It is not murdering, and it is not babies.
So when does life begin?
I would say at birth. I'm sure a lot of other people disagree with that. But more importantly, it is not when they're aborting. It is not in the first 6 weeks.
You can say that?
No. It's not. I have partners who've worked at Planned Parenthood. I'm familiar with the system, and I've had this argument with many other people. Anyone can tell you the time frame they're aborting is not an alive person. Your argument is effectively that the unborn creature inside of a woman is worth more to you than that woman. And that is where the problem lies. Because you're advocating for that person when you won't advocate for that woman. If you've actually never advocated, let's keep it simple and straightforward. Have you ever advocated, I haven't, have you ever advocated against hate crimes against women?
Define advocate. Like stand.
Have you held a sign somewhere for it? I assume not. Most people haven't. So that's what I'm kind of saying. So you're advocating more for a.
But where is that happening though?
What do you mean?
We're kind of go off on a tangent.
No. So battered women. So take a step. No. This is actually a really important tangent.
Yeah, go ahead.
So think about how many different shelters there are for battered women. Women who are in abused situations.
Oh, I'm advocating for those. I'm a counselor.
Cool. Good. You're what? A counselor? Cool. Good. Okay. So you know how many people have gotten impregnated against their will?
Okay. I don't know how many, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know it's a super fucking common thing that people are in relationships that they cannot.
It's. I don't know if it's like.
It is super common. Okay. So you might not.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Your point.
This isn't my perspective. This is from what I have heard, and also situationally, and also circumstantially. Like.
Are you able to get?
What?
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay.
It's getting some of it. It's pointing off at both. No, I'm not worried about it. I'm not even. The whole thing gets trimmed. It gets posted later as one cut, and no one ever watches it anyways. It just exists as a record, which still upsets people who are accountability avoidant. Sure, David fucking Webb on YouTube later.
David F-N-U-C-K.
David fucking Webb on YouTube. I'm taking a social media break, but this will be on YouTube. And I'll blur that person's face. But that woman with that man, I bet they have children. I bet she never considered monogamy. I bet she has been with him since before voting was a thing for women. And so when you think about situations like this, and then they're the kind of people perpetuating this sort of anti-woman rhetoric. See, that's the kind of problem. That is the fucking problem.
You are harassing people. You are being so.
That is the fucking problem. It's a Tesla. It's not going to hit me.
Unless it's broken.
Well, then I get sued. Well, then they get sued. Whatever. Yeah. No.
If in my world, if I thought there was a place where people were helping murder people, you would understand why I was.
So then why haven't you advocated against cops? Have you ever advocated against police violence? Because if not, you need to stop. Because I agree with that sentence. No. You don't agree with police violence? So in other words, you listen to unborn fetuses more than black men.
So
Where are these comparisons coming from? I know.
No,
I'm just highlighting your values.
No, David, I think you need to be fair.
I don't have. No. You are not being fair to women or unborn fetuses.
You're holding me up to your standard. I need to be doing this first, then I can do this.
So,
and I'm saying that's
no.
arbitrary.
All I'm saying is that you shouldn't be doing
That's
this.
arbitrary.
Now, while yes, it would be great if you had all these conceptual understandings of systemic issues, that's not what I'm asking for. What I'm asking for is for you not to advocate against women's rights. You don't have to agree with me on everything. I'm just saying you shouldn't be advocating for women not to have rights that
to murder the babies.
The right to do whatever they want with their own body. So one, okay, let's take one again, not murder, not babies. But if it was murdering babies, I would still support a woman's right to do whatever the fuck they want with their body.
Oh man, that's evil.
No, it isn't. What is evil is forcing women to have birth. Have you ever heard about how fucking traumatic that whole entire thing is? Never mind the 18 years of responsibility that it imprisons them with.
Can I say something?
I assume you're not an only child?
I'll say something first.
Sure.
Okay? So you want me to value women's life? Okay. I'm just saying. You just said even if that was a woman and there was a baby.
I said even if it was murdering babies, which it isn't.
Okay. Even if you're saying I'm still going to value that woman's life over the baby's life, and I'm saying that's how did you get there?
What do you mean?
How did you say it's okay to murder a baby?
Well, one, again, I don't think it's a murder and I don't think it's a baby. But the way I got to valuing someone who has been here and has cognizance over something that doesn't is effectively that.
You don't believe that though. Because you don't believe.
What do you think makes life?
You don't believe.
What do you think makes you alive? Like, what about you is alive?
Because I'm a Christian.
Oh, so in other words, life starts when you start believing in God?
No. I'm saying, well, you can't have truth without God.
Obviously, that's incorrect. I have plenty of truths. And also, why are you wasting any time talking to me about science?
Not truth. Well, you can't do science without God.
What? Science exists entirely independent of God. They're completely counter his thesis.
The whole Christian world, the whole
so
Christian frame.
Again, what makes you alive?
Okay, which one do you want to talk about?
What makes you alive? Because we're then going to compare and contrast it to an unborn fetus.
Okay.
So if it's your consciousness and appreciation for beauty and breathing,
God says
that's not.
I can't give up my authority, David.
Well, that's not an authority, and also you can't substantiate that authority. No, it's an
the foundation you stand on.
So science is you understand science is.
You stand on an anti-God foundation, right? That leaves God out. That's a humanist, materialistic foundation. And I'm saying you're doing everything in my worldview because you don't have the consistency of nature. You have no.
What do you mean I don't have the consistency of nature? I live in the woods. I appreciate trees. I recognize climate change.
Okay. Where do you get truth without God?
Consistency. I get truth. So, you know what? I'm sorry. I just need to take a step back and realize that your religion concept, like your whole truth is God, is why so many Trumpers lack critical thinking at this point in time. Because they are believing in a higher truth instead of an actual fact-based, substantiatable truth.
We can go there. I don't know a lot about politics. We can go there if you want.
No. I'm saying this is an ideology. This is about truth.
We were talking about
my truth is based on consistency, and the reason I recognize this is important is because my consistency is like science and data and metrics and measurable shit, and that has all been skewed conceptually.
What do you use to
community? I listen. So I listen to everyone else because my perspective
when
is.
You listen, what are you using?
My ears.
Okay. You're using your reasoning, your logic, right?
No. I'm listening for consistency.
Yeah, no, and you're taking.
Okay, but that's the other thing. God isn't consistent. God isn't logical.
No, I know. You're following me. Just follow me one night. I'll listen to everything.
So you're trying to do faith instead of logic and reasoning.
No. I'm just saying you're using your logic, your reasoning, and your senses. Okay. I'm just saying, how do you know those are valid in your worldview, where there's your random chance? I'm assuming you believe in evolution and that we're all just matter in motion.
So 20 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to answer, but nowadays I'm watching the impact of climate change, and I am seeing with my own eyes that things scientists were saying 20 years ago were accurate.
Okay, Okay, so I'm not done.
So, are you familiar with the concept of congruency? You are because okay. So you are because you recognize that I was being incongruent.
Well,
that I was saying. So congruency is
so
saying and doing and being all one thing.
So I'm just saying, it's like, if I'm looking at the foundation you're standing on, and I'm saying, you believe science and believe truth, and I'm just saying, okay, let me look at the foundation. You're using your reasoning, your logic, and your senses to determine all the information in, and I'm saying, but how do you know, how can you trust your reasoning and your logic if where you came from is a random chance? You're a byproduct of a random chance.
Well, it's not random. That's part of where we're misaligned. Is this is not random?
So you have a
no. This is system. I'm familiar with systems and societies. So what I mean by that is when I talk about people like her and her husband that are part of a bigger societal problem, like. That guy thinks he's right because everyone has told him he is right for as long as he's been alive. Not because he's actually right. Not because there's anything true about what he's saying. Because he has been surrounded by people who agree with him and say the same things. So in answer to your question, I listen to people like you who have to say God rather than here's my beliefs, here's how this impacts me. And that's the real answer. The real answer here is I believe people. When they say this is how this impacted me.
With your logic and reasoning.
No. Actually, it's really important. I set aside my critical faculty because here's why. If a woman says that they were harmed from you, how can I ever empathize with that?
You should, because you're human.
No, that's sympathize. I can understand.
How can
I feel what they're feeling? I literally can't. And to be honest, it's the same thing with racism and other systemic issues. I cannot actually, and that's part of why so many women take so long to figure it out, is because they're going off their own perspective.
Well, if your watchers or listeners, The Sin of Empathy is a really good book. I haven't read it all the way through yet, but it talks about what you're talking about.
Maybe I'll check it out. Right now I need to read one about.
Book, though. Be careful.
Never mind that.
You're going to be screaming at it the whole time.
So
if you read it, I'll buy it.
So I really think that religion is. I don't read it as much as I should. No,
If I buy it, will you keep it in your library?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. I'll buy you the book.
Fine. I will probably not be here next week, but I am planning on coming back to these things. So I'll see you in the future.
That's fine. I'll bring it. I'll lug your book around.
Religion is accountability avoidant. The concept of being judged after life but not during makes people do a lot of horrible things. And
what if my God wasn't a deistic God that's spun the clock, let it go, and walked away? What if my worldview says no, God actually punishes Christians too?
So
like he disciplines Christians.
Never mind on Christians too. Never mind on Christians too.
I really want to get back to that. My question about reasoning.
Okay, fine.
So just real quick.
Sure.
2 minutes. Why? So I'm going to make the assumption that you believe that we came from random chances.
No.
So you have a.
Do you mean humans came from random chances?
The whole theory, whatever form of.
So there's two separate things we need to separate here. Is one, how humans came to be, and two, where we are with society. I can acknowledge if there's a God exists and he's the reason humans exist. You advocating against women's rights is still problematic and harmful.
Okay, that's fine. So do you have a theistic view of creation? Is there a God that made? Is there some power that made something?
No.
Okay. So,
no, and my reason for that is there is nothing about this that is intelligent design, and if there is any form of all-powerful being, that means they want genocide.
Oh, okay.
Because this is what's happening, and if they're in control, then this is what they made happen.
I'll follow you. I just want to start at the beginning of that one. So
sure.
This is all a random chance. How we got
it's not random.
In the very beginning.
You mean before Earth exists?
Yeah.
Not really. Like it's science.
We came from nothing, or we came from something, obviously, because nothing comes from something.
Something can accumulate. Ever seen?
Okay, that's fine. So I'm just saying,
also, just because I can't explain this with all science doesn't mean that there's something that defies all science. No. But this is on religion. Just because I cannot explain it with all science doesn't mean that there's something else that defies all science.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah. I'm fine with that. I wouldn't hold you to something like, anyways. But do you see that if you begin with a meaningless, purposeless creation, then everything is random.
So your craving of meaning is a colonistic thing. Like we could just take care of each other and grow crops and not kill each other and not advocate for controlling other people's bodies.
I think that's a side issue. Only to
It's not. This is all part of the same.
No, it is. But I'm just trying to get at truth. How do you know truth when you use your reasoning, your logic, and your senses? And I'm saying
because your truth comes back to God and white men said so long enough ago, and mine comes down to I'm listening to the people actually impacted by these issues.
I believe that white man created the Bible.
I believe that white men created everything we are reading, and they destroyed everything else.
No, you don't believe that?
You know how many libraries have been burned?
No.
Do you know how many libraries have been burned? Storytellers killed?
I don't.
We never can. But like conceptually, there have been entirely like I only can think of like 2 or 3, and like there must be many more. The ones that were burned were trans culture, women's rights. Like so, in other words, history has been rewritten by white men.
What do you do with the Nag Hammadi library?
With what?
It's okay, you don't have to know this one. What do you do with whenever we find manuscripts that go way back, that are word for word, like the manuscript of Isaiah in the Nag Hammadi library that was found in the 1950s, that's word for our copy, some 700 years ago. It was buried.
I don't know. My first guess would
phenomenon. Like we got to be like, whoa. Like I mean,
my first guess would be that it is that it's forged. Is my first guess. But that being said, you know, it's possible that there is.
That's fine. That's fine.
But it's.
I'm not going to hold you to it.
Yeah.
But
I will believe in astrology before I believe in God.
Okay. Do you at least hear what I'm trying to say when I'm saying if everything is random that came together, then why do we now have uniformity? Why is there cause and effect? Like what?
Colonization and the patriarchy.
No.
No. Yes.
Well, wait.
We have uniformity at this point.
We're moving.
We're not. We have uniformity. Okay. I mean, I know this. Okay, let's finish yours. But the reason we have everything, the reason there is a demand to conform is the patriarchy.
I hear you, and I think you're right. Okay, that's fine. We don't. I'm trying to get you to look at your foundation and say, if I came from a randomless, purposeless beginning, why can't I trust anything? I'm just chemicals firing off.
You're getting me to question the meaning of life? The meaning of life is not standing against abortion.
No, I'm just trying to be consistent.
You're trying to say, you're pointing out why you have a faith to hold your life together. I get it. It is fucking hard to hold on to reality if you came from nothing. I think that is something a lot of people...
And it's hard to trust everything.
It's very hard.
But you walk around and you trust things, and you should, because you're a creature made by God.
No, I trust things. So first and foremost, no, I don't trust things. Like I have massive trust issues with everyone. And what?
You trust every belief that you have.
Well, so that is because they are built off of listening to many different perspectives. Like I have, like the reason I'm not considering your perspective is because it's not unique. I've heard it from many people.
Well, I know
yeah.
It's be rude, but you should.
You're not going to. I have taken.
I'll think about all the questions you asked, and I'll have a better answer. Maybe you could do the same for the questions.
I don't think you had any good questions.
So you haven't connected the dots.
No, there aren't dots. You're connecting dots.
No, the dots you feel to connect.
I just came over to say hi. I got a meeting at like 10:45, so I'm gonna run. But I wanted to just come say hi. Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm Steve, by the way.
I'm David. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve?
Steve Thompson. Yeah.
Steve Thompson. Nice to meet you. Are you with their crowd?
I'm with this crowd. Yeah.
You don't believe in women's rights?
I do. Yes, especially the ones that are unborn.
Wait. So have you ever advocated for women that are alive?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So why don't
I have a family.
Well, obviously. Did they have a choice in that matter?
Extended family too.
Unfortunate. I assume none of them had the choice in the matter.
What choice? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Abortion.
Oh no, they would not make that choice. Yeah, because they believe in
because they believe in the white patriarchal colonization.
They believe that unborn women should be allowed to live.
Only unborn women? What about unborn trans people?
And unborn anybody should be allowed to live. Absolutely.
Interesting. So at what point do you start caring about human life, and at what point do you stop?
At conception.
Okay, so it's the moment that a man impregnates a woman, you start caring about that child.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. So how much have you advocated for the children once they're born? Like, do you support adoption systems systems, that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Okay. So I think if this organization was all doing that, you guys might actually be doing something good.
Well, we do. We believe in adoption, but we believe also not killing.
No. I didn't say believe in it. I said, do you support it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We do.
So you're telling everyone to adopt?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So why aren't you spending your Saturday mornings?
All of these kids could be adopted.
No. I'm not talking about the fourth people. I'm not talking about the people you force to have birth. Wait, you would all adopt them?
Oh, we don't force people to have birth.
Yes, you do. That is exactly what you're pressuring them to do.
That's what they.
That's the consequences of their choices.
Yeah.
Consequences of. So in other words, we were talking earlier about how many different people are impregnated, whether or not they have a choice in the matter, whether it's by their relationship situation or their housing situation or where they are in their life, and then they come here to try and make sure that their rest of their life isn't ruined by something they had no choice in.
And I'm fine to answer that question, David. But
it's not a question. This is something that you guys need to reconcile on your own end.
But so you shift the question just to prove your point. I get it. But
I mean, my point is that you guys are on the wrong side of history and standing against women's rights. Like, you can say that you want to empower women, but that's a lie, and in a lot of different ways.
We were obviously talking about women who consent to sex. That's one issue.
No. You cannot. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell. I don't want to force further. You can't tell the difference. You don't know the difference, and you don't care. You advocate for that women not to have rights regardless, and that's the problem.
David. Okay. We can go back there. We can jump off truth, but
I mean, we can talk about the. I love that you guys advocate for adoption, but I feel like you should be doing that instead of advocating against women's rights.
How many good things do I need to do to please you?
It's not about pleasing me. It's about not, like, again, I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm asking you not to advocate against women's rights.
Well, I can't do that because I don't live in your worldview.
So if your worldview requires advocating against women's rights, then you need to reflect on that misogyny.
Well, so you set it up that way. I wouldn't set it up that way.
No, of course you wouldn't. But that is so. Again, we're not talking about intent.
As long as you agree that you're using your own system of reasoning,
as everyone does.
Yeah.
You are. But the difference is, I'm not trying to tell you that you. So the difference is, you're trying to oppose that abortion is a hate crime.
You hate the babies, so you kill them.
Oh, is that interesting? Is that the logic and reasoning to you there?
You have to hate to kill.
You can't love life?
No. So you have to hate to kill.
No, you don't.
You can kill somebody you love.
That's a whole separate other thing. You can love.
My argument.
No, well, it's faulty. It's a faulty argument.
You kill somebody you actually hate.
No, okay, it's a very flawed argument. It's a very flawed. Okay,
argue with Jesus.
I already am then.
I'm
not arguing with Jesus. I'm arguing with Jonathan.
Good. Don't argue with Jesus.
I'm arguing with Jonathan, and Jonathan is citing Jesus because Jonathan can't state his own beliefs.
Well, I am a creature dependent on God, so I don't have my own.
Right. So your view is dependent on what
Jesus says.
So don't you think that your views should have a bit more modern take? Like, don't you think you should be considerate of things that have been figured out and learned since women gained the right to vote?
Well, that's not nice. Is truth?
Truth is subjective, and that is part of the reason. Like, truth is
now, is that an objective claim?
No. I'm saying, if you look at this goes back to politics. Like, our president has Truth Social. Like, the truth is a fucking bullshit word at this point. Seems like since 5 years of.
You don't believe that. You don't believe truth is subjective.
Oh, it 100% is.
You just made an objective claim about truth that is subjective.
No. So when I say truth is subjective, I mean your truth is subjective. I mean, we all have our own truth. Obviously, I have my own. My truth
is that true?
What?
That we all have our own truth.
Sure, but
Don't do that, David, because that's not consistent. Don't do that.
No, we all have our own truths, but here's the thing: yours is based.
And they're going to hear you say that, and it's not consistent.
I'm not worried about that.
I know, but you got to be at least consistent.
No, so you.
Yes, you do, or you don't have.
You can have your own truth, and it's still based on religion and the patriarchy.
So, sure, it's true that.
And whereas my religion and my truth is, or not religion.
Triple chocolate ice cream is the best. That's my truth. Okay, but that's not what we're
Well, that's not your truth. Your truth is abortion is a hate crime, and that abortion is murdering babies. But it is not a hate crime. It is not murder, and they are not babies.
But you said truth is subjective, so what does it matter?
Well, so here's where I draw the line. Here's where the problem is. When you try to impose your truth on someone else.
Are you doing the same thing?
Sure. You came here to do this. I came here to do this. Okay, but you showed up. Okay, so you showed up at a place people are going for medical care to tell them that taking care of themselves is a hate crime. And I'm here to tell you that you are being bigoted.
Yeah, that's fine. No, because I believe where you're coming from. But rewatch this and look.
I'm not going to. I don't have the attention span to watch my own shit.
Look at it. Well, you gotta at least hear yourself.
there we go.
Be.
You can
watch it
and make notes. But here's the thing: you can't complain. You can't ask for anyone else to be consistent when what you're going off of was. Oh, fantastic! When what you're going off of is from old white man.
She, pronoun she.
No,
is a
I can't lie.
Oh, okay. Fuck off.
I can't lie.
Fuck off. You don't believe. So you're not just misogynistic. You're also transphobic. Fuck off.
Why do I gotta play by all your rules?
You got to be respectful. Fuck off.
You're the one who, and you're using the language.
Fuck off. Yes.
You said I have to be respectful, and you're cursing me out.
You have to respect people's identities. Fuck off.
Oh man, so we're done.
I don't owe you respect. I haven't this entire time. Yeah, of course you're transphobic and misogynistic.
Okay.
Fuck off.
So we're not gonna go for coffee.
We weren't gonna go for coffee anyways.
Wow, David. All right, David Webb. Have fun, brother.